Hello, this is Science Fiction Snob, and as you may or may not know, our mandate here on this channel is to distract you from your boring, meaningless lives. One of the areas that we haven't done that in is in video games. And we're going to do that today, our very first video game review. Now, apparently there's these things that are called video games. They've been becoming somewhat popular of late. And I feel it's probably necessary that, it's another way of distraction, like a TV or movie sort of thing. And I think perhaps that I should cover them. So today I want to cover the game. It's called Nebula. There's two parts to this review. We're going to first look at the Nebula is a historical simulation. We're going to look at that aspect of it, and then we're going to look at the funness of it, the game aspect, that sort of thing. So, talking about the historical simulation, this portion of the game is very, very thin. There's not much about this. Now, there are many other games out there that are historical simulations of various things, such as the American Civil War, World War II, all that sort of thing. But this game is, that aspect of it is very, very thin. So, I'm not a historian in this specific era, but from what I can tell, this game is either from the Stella Furnace era of the universe, or perhaps the Degenerate era. I'm not really sure. Like I said, there's very little out there about it. It's either a simulation of us fighting off an evil alien invasion into a galaxy, or it could be us liberating a galaxy from evil aliens. I'm not sure which. So I'm going to, de-emphasize that aspect, and we're going to talk mainly about how fun the game is and why you should. I'm not recommending you get it due to the historical simulation aspect. You're not going to get very much out of that. So focus on whether you find the game fun or not. We'll focus on that. So from my perspective, I am strongly recommending this game. It's a action shoot 'em up bullet hell, they call it. So bullet hell means that there's basically, you shoot a lot of things and there's a lot of enemies coming at you and you have to shoot them. It's got a number of levels, 7, and each of those levels is set by a certain number of gears. So you collect, by shooting enemies, you collect these gears, and if you collect enough of them, you complete the level, and then it opens up another level, that sort of thing. So that's fairly basic. There's also a number of these little blue things that you collect. I think they're rocks or something, but it doesn't matter. You collect them, and as you collect them, that gives you the ability to upgrade your ship. Now, there's quite a number of upgrades. They fall into two categories. There's like a weapons defensive systems upgrade, and there's you got about 8 slots for those, and you've got 5 slots for other sort of miscellaneous upgrades, things like giving yourself extra damage, that kind of thing. So as you go through, you can collect those things, and you can upgrade your ship individually during that separate run, trying to get up to your certain level of gears. In addition, completing the level will give you other upgrades, and then you can go into the after you've completed your game, you can go into the buffs or the hangar area and spend those on universal upgrades to your ship, which will be maintained throughout your the entire game. So that is how you're able to get up to level 7. You're going to have to raise your ship's abilities up by going through the lower levels in order to get to the highest level. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty basic. positive aspects about the game is the game starts, it doesn't start with all these ships. You have to unlock some of them, but it has about 15 different ships which focus on, they're very similar, but they sort of start with a focus on a certain type of weapon. There are numerous weapons. They're generally into three categories: lasers, guns, and defensive weapons. And there is quite a number of these various, bizarre defensive weapons, very different. So there's a lot of replayability there. I'll just, as an example, I'll give you, it took me about 50 to 60 hours to complete the entire, to unlock everything and raise it up to its highest level. And I've played a total of 100 hours. So I've even played, almost as long afterwards, even though I've got everything unlocked. So, and for that, so I'm suggesting that, in my view anyway, this game has a lot of replayability. Just playing, you can just play it, just to relax. Sometimes I put it on. It takes about, anywhere from sort of, 8 to 12 minutes, maybe 15 to finish a level, even the highest level. And, it's just enjoyable, de-stress, relaxing. In addition, and I haven't done this all myself, you can try different combinations. For example, try outfitting your ship with all the lasers, try outfitting your ship only with guns, try outfitting your ship only with these sort of unusual defensive weapons, and see how long you can survive or how well you can survive. So I still haven't done that myself. So I still have areas of it I could explore if I wanted to. Now, on the criticisms that I have, the last level, I wish there was an endless mode where I could simply, the last level has, I think, 4,000 gears you need to get up to. So you get 4,000 and that game's, that's over. I'd like to have an endless mode where I can there's no limit to how many gears I could get, and I could just keep going and see how long I would last. Perhaps it would be timed, there would be more bad guys come up, that sort of thing. So if the developer's listening, that's what I would suggest, make a little update, and that would give the game even more replayability. So again, highly recommend this game. The game it's only at full price, it's less than $5. So chances are you can get it for less than that. And if it ever goes on sale, even less than that. So it's well worth the price. Like I said, I got 100 hours out of it already, and I still play it occasionally. I mean, that's a great, for $5, that's a great price. In addition, it has a demo. So if you are not sure if you want to spend the $5, the demo I just checked. The demo is still available. It's on there. I download the demo, see what it's like, give it a try, and I'm sure you'll find that it's worth the $5. So that is Nebula. This is Science Fiction Snob. Thanks for watching.
Bring me everyone. What do you mean everyone?